I left the US. I left the US. I left the US. I'm here to talk about my journey moving out of the US and to Costa Rica. Let's get to it. So, I've had quite a few people ask me why Costa Rica. And I will say that a lot of the times I answered them, I don't know. But in all honesty, this was a Holy Spirit-led decision. And I will also say that although I've said quite a few times that I don't know the reason that I chose Costa Rica, I've been here for 5 months now, and I can honestly say the reason that I chose Costa Rica is because I needed ultimately to find a place that aligned with my spirit. Personally, I feel that living in an environment that is more in alignment with you, it just makes your life so much more fulfilling. But I do want to get on to the parts where I talk about what I did, what was the first thing I did to prepare for moving. So first of all, let me say that I chose to move back in February of 2025, this year. I chose to move this year, and I was gone by July 1st. Also, I want to add that when I first decided to move, I told my mom, I said, "Mom, I'm leaving. I'm going to Costa Rica. I want to move." And the first thing my mom said was, "Well, I'm coming too." So thankfully, my mom is here with me. Oh my God. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, because that is not something that, you know, a typical family member would ever do. I'm so happy that she's here with me. It's me, her, and my son here. And we are loving it. We are enjoying life. So anyway, I want to get on what we did first. And the first thing we started doing was selling everything we had. Everything. We started having yard sales. We did a yard sale every 2 weeks before we left. Not only the yard sales, but also I listed a lot of our belongings on Facebook Marketplace. We just went crazy with the selling. We're trying to get rid of every single thing we have. So yeah, that's what we did. We started selling everything. And I know for the average person, that is not easy to do, because it surely was so hard for me to do. I knew that this move was what I was supposed to do. So I had to accept letting go in order to receive, basically. Guys, I sold things that I still wanted to keep. It was so hard. It was not easy at all. But I will say, I was so sure of what I was doing that I absolutely had to do it no matter what. It needed to be done. All my emotions and feelings to the side, it must be done. What is all this noise? Okay, so right around the time of our first yard sale, I had to get my son a new passport. His previous passport was already expired. You know, kids' passports only last for 5 years. So I had to reapply for him a new passport, and that came in within 3 weeks. Okay, so at this point, got the passports. Everybody has their passports already. My mom already had hers, so that wasn't something to be concerned about. And during this time, I'm just working. I'm working like crazy at work, just working 10-hour, 12-hour days some days, and just trying to save a little bit of money. So throughout those couple of months that went by from February, the day of me making the decision to move, until July, we just kept having yard sales until basically we got rid of everything. There were some things that I ended up donating to different agencies because we just couldn't sell them. So yeah, I donated a lot. But I'm glad that we were able to get rid of it, and I'm glad that it went to a good cause. So the last things that I decided to keep, one of the last things that I decided to keep was my mattress. I kept those up until like the last day, just so I would have something to sleep on before we leave. So yeah, we booked our flights. I want to say it was about 2 weeks before departure that we booked the flights. So we got to Costa Rica on July 1st of 2025. So I booked those flights probably like 2 weeks before that, maybe like mid-June. So yeah, it was kind of like, all right, we got the tickets, let's go. I will say also, my original projected date to leave the States by was August 5th. Don't ask me. I just said I'm leaving before August 5th. I'm going to leave by that. That's the latest date that I'm going to be in the US. So ended up leaving July 1st. Yeah, I mean, once we sold everything, it was just, we were just ready to go at that point. So also, when I booked the flights for us, I also booked an Airbnb. Y'all, I literally had no plan. Like, we had no plans at all. Like, I booked the Airbnb for 2 weeks, and the plan was to look for a house to live in during that time. During those 2 weeks, we had 2 weeks to find us a house when we got here. So what I did was I got some info on some different group chats in WhatsApp for people who were renting homes and renting apartments, whatever. Like, so I joined into those groups on WhatsApp and saw lots of people posting homes for rent, apartments for rent in the area that we chose. And I also saw some homes for rent on the Facebook Marketplace. So literally every single day I had an appointment to see a new house. So yeah, we just went around checking out different homes. Yeah. So literally, I kid you not, I want to say, remember I told you that we got the Airbnb for 2 weeks? Literally on like the 12th day, I found the house. Yeah, we found the house. We found the house within the 2 week time frame of the Airbnb. So yeah, that worked out really well. So I will say one thing that I do really wish that I did during preparation. We were so focused on selling everything and just getting out of there that I didn't get our I have our birth certificates, but I didn't get a newly issued one, and that can be a problem when you're applying for residency. So you need to have a birth certificate that is issued within the last 5 years. But other than that, there is more to come. Yeah, that was, in a nutshell, basically what we did to move and why we moved and how we moved. So yeah, more videos to come.